There we go. It's another awkward thing about this computer is that when it reboots, you have to unplug and replug in the microphone, or else you can't hear me. But I had a medical emergency today, so I had to go handle that first before I streamed today, so that is all done. Yeah, it's the whole use of the computer that's 8 years old or 9 years old at this point, you know? Saving up for moving out eventually, so I really can't, you know. Or else if I was really comfortable where I was now, I'd just be like, alright, cool, like, I'll put $2 grand into a computer today. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know if it's driver related or what it is. I have a blue Yeti. And it doesn't typically cause me problems, but it just doesn't like to play nice with this computer. We might get in some Diablo 2 tomorrow or on Sunday. We'll see. I don't have anything going on this week. Because of what I'm dealing with medically, I really shouldn't be running around too much, so... We're back on antibiotics again, so we'll see. I swear, I'm not always this sick. This is crazy. Well, I don't know where the other safe is, so I'm gonna move on. It's right there. Yeah, otherwise it's been a good couple of days. Got to see my girlfriend. Everything's good with her. We've all just been busy working, really. Nice. I will say that I will probably be slowly starting to work my board game into my streaming more often very soon, because I'd like to start moving forward with my board game. Very cool. Yeah, it's whatever. Oh, that's fair. I'm assuming it's been proccing a lot. Yeah, we talked about that would be the best way to go about, I think. Wow, what the fuck hit me there? Should have probably not turned that off, but... I don't know why the fire damage is so insane in here, too. Any crazy, like, T15, fire damage is not that crazy when you're sitting in it. It's only in here. I hear ya, but I don't know. Just feels stronger. Pretty interesting. Dendrobate 2 implicit corrupted. That's very frustrating to die at 99. I would like that not to happen to me. If possible. I will say if I die, I'll probably take a Diablo Resurrected break. I mean, I have a lot of patience for getting to 100 this season. But, like... yeah, I only have until Thursday. And I thought I had plenty of time, and then, like, real life is happening, so... crazy that they do such massive damage. These guys don't have a modifier right now for damage. Just a 25% increased. That's it. I should open these anyway. The only thing cool was I got to see Iron Lung in theaters, and that was pretty cool. I thought the movie was decent. I didn't think it was, like, amazing, but I thought it was decent. It's Killer Instinct. The theme song for Killer Instinct. Yeah, yeah. Only the first one was on Super Nintendo. Killer Instinct 2 and subsequent Killer Instincts were on Nintendo 64 and onward, so... Yeah, I think those are the two easiest characters to play, and I think everybody played them, honestly. Hold back to forward and use your specials and do your attacks. But Sabretooth and Orchid were like super simple champs, or super simple characters. They're still good characters though. Yeah? Maybe it was regional. I didn't see a lot of people playing Jago. Yeah, Tomahawk. I'm gonna be streaming some wild shit over the next several months. I mean, we have MapleStory Classic coming. We have the Diablo 2 ladder coming on the 20th. But I do have an SCA event that I'm going to, so I'm gonna miss like the start, I think. Or at least part of it. Because that's Saturday I have the SCA event. So, see. And then obviously all the board game stuff that I gotta start working on. A lot of stuff coming up. All good stuff, but a lot of stuff coming up. Woke up at 4 a.m. today, by the way. In extreme amounts of pain. So... Okay, we need to buy more blueprints. And we probably could slam all these too and do all this shit too. Cool. Okay. They're gone. Okay. They're always gone. I've never had one stay, so apparently it's very, very rare. Which is fine. Ooh. Garbage. 4/6 is garbage. Not good anymore. Okay, those are all the uniques. Let's get rid of those now. This is from one of my absolute favorite RPGs to watch. Fall asleep watching it. The music is so good. It is Breath of Fire. Yes. Breath of Fire 1 to be exact. To be more specific, you hear this music when you're in the Dragon Shrine. Normally, you don't even get to listen to it for that long. Unfortunately. Because the place is so small. You like walk up to the boss and fight it, and then that's it. Yeah. So I had a medical emergency today, so I got on stream a little bit later than I was ready to be. I have to be home all this week. So I'm gonna wind up cleaning my sheets and cleaning my room and all that stuff, but I'll be streaming. as well. It wasn't the best. So there's a possibility that I have something really bad, or there's a possibility I don't. We won't know until the tests come back. By really bad, I mean like MRSA resistant bacteria or staph infection. So I had this like ingrown hair underneath my armpit, and like it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And by day 3, I was like putting a pillow under my arm so that it didn't touch the area because it hurt so bad. And so then I was like, okay, it's time for the doctor. And the doctor lanced it and got all the stuff out of it. And I got something on it now. But yeah, it was not the best. And then yesterday I saw my girlfriend, Taylor. So, but she had the same impression that if it didn't get better that I should go to a doctor. So I did not disagree with her. So that's what I was dealing with today. This is 1 divine as is. And 5 divine with the chance to block while dual wielding. Well, we're gonna do it for 1 div and see. Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking. Not the best. But I mean, the people there were super nice. Need to buy blueprints. Like, at the end of the day, it could have been worse. You know? And I'm on antibiotics now, so... Of course, my blood pressure meds and my antibiotics say that I shouldn't be out in the sun, so, like... I'm a little nervous about, like, being out in the sun. It's like, avoid prolonged exposure. And I'm like, okay. Both of these say avoid prolonged exposure, so that's kind of not good. Like, I should probably not be in the sun this weekend. No, doctor's bill was fine. No, it's not bad at all. I have insurance and all that jazz, so not too bad. Medication was like 20 bucks. Oh my god. Look at this. The fuck is all this? His whole... feels like they're trolling, but they are putting real prices. So like, I don't know if they're really trolling or not, or if they're just really stupid. It could be either or. That'll probably time me over for a while. But yeah, we went to go see a movie. We saw Iron Lung. It was good. It was decent. The one made by Markiplier. I don't mind supporting an indie developer, you know. This is from the game Equinox, actually. Game many people rented and many people did not beat. Not all done, but like I don't really need to practice. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to warm up my Diablo 2 fingers. Will I play it tomorrow? Maybe. Like, I'm not saying that I've given up on getting to 99. I just don't necessarily know if I have the time anymore. This happens almost every time, but like there's no good feels to me like there's no easy way to get to 100 all the time when I do this shit, you know? I don't know. Oh, hold on one sec. Alright, I'm back. My roommate wanted me to try their very special pizza. I'm very excited for it. Oh. Yeah, it's the cops. What did I do, officer? You did too many heists. Gonna have to bring in. We'll see how long I last today because I woke up at 4 a.m. in such pain from that happening on the side of my body because I always sleep on my right side and it was on the right side of my my chest. I was like, oh my god. I had to think of like alternate ways of sleeping in order to fix it. temporarily, and then I took a leave, and the leave didn't help, and that's how I knew there was a lot of pain. If I took 2 pills of a leave and it's not helping, like, wow. Guess I'll just die. Guess I'll just die. Weirdly enough, like, what prompted me to go to the doctor was a dream that I had. Not to sound morbid. Was a dream that I had that I ignored something exactly like this. And after the 3rd day, I was found dead. It was very eerily similar to a dream I had. So I was like, no problem. I'll avoid that string of fate for one day. It's a very, very strange thought. And I'm not a guy who doesn't go to the doctor either. Actually, if anything, I'm probably the guy who goes to the doctor the most often in my friend group of guys who don't typically go to doctors. Like, they said I had pneumonia, so I went to the doctor and I got medication and got scanned, like, and all that stuff. Or, like, you know, I needed brain surgery because I found out because I went to the doctor. Like, all these things happen because I go to the doctor. It's like, incrementally find out you've been living with this thing and dealing with the symptoms, and meanwhile you didn't even have to. But everything online told me that if it didn't clear up within 3 days that I should go to the doctor. So I took pictures of it all 3 days, and it got bigger and bigger. I was like, okay. Doctor it is. Yeah. Especially the fact that they felt the need to lance it and to make sure to get all the grossness out of there. And I got a big, like, gauze thing on it right now. Like, it's completely covered with gauze and stuff. He said more should come out later on, and that not to worry about that. And I said that makes sense. And I already took the first dose of antibiotics, so. Oh no, I can't do that. Also, I'm pretty sure he cut pretty deep to open it up. I don't think it was a situation where, like, it was easily poppable that way. cool. Only 15 div for the Chaos Orbs of Divine. May as well. I'm gonna say, I bet you I don't have enough scourings. Only. Yeah, only. 36 div left. Okay. Your taxes? I'm getting a lot back this year. Getting over $3,000 back this year. Good year. Holy shit. You owed 4K? God damn. I got Taylor calling me, but I'm gonna keep playing. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Haven't talked to her all day. Yeah, today's been kind of a weird day. I'm like in a black wife beater. Very rare for me. I only own one of these things. With like the side of my body all taped up. I mean, I'm not really that cold. I mean, I keep my apartment at 74. I've also been in warm places all day. Yeah, 69's a good temp too. Just depends on how I feel. I gotta start working out again anyway. Cozy robe's nice. I guess that's kind of my point, is that that guy's rolling fire attack deals a lot less damage than the other fire attacks that exist, and I don't understand why. The fire degen from that guy is like a lot less. We earned 8% already. That's pretty good. Hour and a half, we earned 8%. Wasn't even crazy focused either on it. So it looks like everybody on in the guild is going to be playing the next Project 2 or sorry, Diablo 2 Resurrected ladder. So, and that's starting on the 20th. You kind of PoE'd out. You need something else to binge on for a bit. I mean, play Diablo 2. Play Diablo 2 Resurrected. You two are. You won't be around for some of the new ladder when it starts. It doesn't mean you're not going to be around for the new ladder. The new ladder has new endgame mechanics, so people are going to be playing it for a lot longer than you think. You can make all of the acts terrorized now. And there's new bosses, Uber Ancients and more. So... 3 weeks late. It's pretty late, but... That is pretty late. I mean, you'll be able to watch. Right? So, there's a positive. I mean, the thing is that I'm not a streamer who gets, like, you know, millions upon millions of dollars. I don't even get thousands. I don't even get tens of dollars. So, like, yeah. My plan is to go to an event with very fancy garb on the 21st, and then come back and play more. Go from there. But I'm gonna miss like the second day entirely, or most of the day. What do you mean you can't watch because of the time difference? Where are you gonna be at? California? Oh, Switzerland. Yeah, that's a little farther. I mean, I'm sure there will be some Diablo streamers on Switzerland time zone. I don't know. Still pretty rough. Still pretty rough. Honestly, if when I get to 50%, I think I'm gonna switch to D2R and then play more of this tomorrow. D2R just requires less like physical, mental energy. And again, I've been up since 4 a.m. And I know I keep saying it, but I would plan on seeing a lot of my board game streams coming up soon, too. Honestly, I am almost less inclined to play Diablo 2 Resurrected and more just do board game design, but like to me, like a new ladder is a new ladder is a new ladder, you know? I don't care that much. They didn't give us a lot of time to prepare for the ladder. If it was a PoE ladder or if it was something else, I might be a little bit like more inclined to be like, ugh, I really have to do this. But like, and also it's kind of a Debbie Downer that warlocks are apparently they're so strong that like everybody wants to be a warlock. So the gear for warlocks is going to be absurdly overpriced, which obviously I'm going to go like necromancer or I'm gonna go barbarian, you know, so that I'm not in a situation where I'm just like having to fight against people to get gear. But people are like, oh yeah, we'll do 8-person warlock games. It's like, okay, man, that's cool. I'm gonna go get my IK set, my cheap IK set, and basically be able to run the entire game with it. Go from there. Or my cheap Trang set, and do poison early. Go from there. Not having asynchronous trading is a huge pain in the ass, too. D2R does not make it easy to trade with people. Quite literally anti-fun trading mechanics. Yeah, funny part with League is that you're not wrong. New champ that comes out in League is always tremendously strong. Needs nerfs almost immediately. It's either terrible or really good. But it's never balanced right the first time. Ever. Alright, let's fire up T2R. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Okay. Goatman. Cool. I made 2 warlocks. 2 total, not 6. Huh. Because I want to try out builds at the very beginning. I pretty much settled on Goatmen's, yeah. Goatmen have the cleave ability, so they attack everything in an expanding arc. And then they also have frenzy. So they can be very strong. They don't mess around, basically. As you can see, as everything dies. The whole shit. Yeah, a lot of people called this build kind of weak, but it felt pretty strong when I was moving with it. But yeah, we're going full goatman. 3 goatmen. That's it. That's the whole build. It's raw. It's powerful. It's all about goats. I am too. I am too. Believe me. Believe you and me. So realistically, I wouldn't even take Summon Tainted. It's actually a wasted skill point. It's not that they're bad, it's that they're actually very strong, but it's only if you're okay with, like, dealing with enemies that do projectile damage for the rest of your life. Projectile fire damage, to be more specific. Whereas this feels like cheating a little bit, you know? Like... I think I have a Tal, so I do have Taleth. I do. Cool. Yeah, like they seem to be pretty strong, and they got +1 here and +3 here. So like, yeah. And they naturally have Crushing Blow, too. So it's like... doing an AoE attack that naturally has Crushing Blow seems pretty strong. There's a skill that forces them to teleport to a location, and you basically let them loose. Yeah, Diablo 3. Yeah, totally. Totally. The best in the franchise. The best. The very best. Better than Diablo 1. Better than any other Diablo game. You are high. Yeah, D3 resurrected. There we go. And then we could have D4 resurrected. Which they're already trying to do. They don't seem to be doing a good job at it yet.
Simple cages for simple minds.
Oh yeah, Diablo Immortal resurrected too. That's right, I almost forgot. The hits get better. In the guild, my exact words were about the new PoE expansion coming. Is if the sand suck my ass thing comes in, I am not playing that league. I'm not doing. Absolutely not doing it. Yes, the trial of the second my ass. Or AKA the trial of suck my ass. That's how I feel. Oh, look at that. So you death mark them. No, it is not fun. It is shit in PoE 2. Well, apparently they already said they're not gonna add it, so hallelujah. Not lame at all, man. That would have been ass. This guy walks slow as shit, dude. I mean, you don't think it would be completely trivialized by movement skills in PoE 1 anyway? It's the point that I make is that I absolutely loathe mechanics that you are forced to do that give you random outcomes. Like, I hate how the blueprints are right now. How that just adds map shit to the blueprints. I hate that. Like, I'm adding more difficulty for no reward. And that very much pisses me off. Whoever decided that or approved that or hand waved that, like, I don't know why they did that. Because I want to be in control of my difficulty. For what? Why would they force us to run blueprints yellow? What would be the point in doing it? Would they guarantee divines every time then? I'd be okay with that. If they're going to guarantee us div every time we run a yellow blueprint. We T17 mods. Sure. Then guarantee us a div every time we clear it. Well, unfortunately, that's not how it works, you know? Have to give us a reason to run it that way. I like how you don't even have to see what's going on in the room to teleport them in. It's crazy. It's technically the only skill in the game that you do not have to actually visibly see what's going on to send them over. Very, very strong. Like, I'm just like, cool. Yep. And then bring them back over. It's the reason why they removed that from Desecrate in PD2. Because it was so incredibly strong to do that. Like, oh, I want to do Trist runs. Sure. Or, I'm sorry, I want to do Travancore runs. Okay, sure. I'm going to get close enough that I'm where where the enemies are, and then I'm just going to teleport my minions there. That's it. I mean, the only downside, which is a pretty big downside, is that your minions, you have to recast them in every map. That does suck. I gotta look at all these daggers that drop to make sure it doesn't have +3 to summon Goatman. it's over there, but I'm looking here first. Nope, it's over here. Open door, thank you. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you could just, like, not. Like, I didn't buy the expansions for Diablo 4 because I thought they were a waste of fucking time. And that was smart of me, because nobody plays it, still. Yeah, I felt zero FOMO for Diablo 4. Absolutely none. Cat food for a week. See, I don't spend any money on PoE MTX at all. Actually. And it shows. You're right. Don't need to waste my money on that. Yo, where are your daggers, bro? Bro, is this a meme? Where are your daggers? Oh, I don't even know if I could afford it anyway. No, not check the dagger vendor. Want a gamble dagger? Can we break the server if we hit this fast enough? No. Apparently it doesn't matter because he doesn't sell daggers either, so. Used to be that the easiest way to get a gold dagger was that way. No, it doesn't cost any gold. Nope.
Hello. Greeting.
No gold. Just time. Oh, that's the other thing I could do. Your scroll wheel isn't working properly. Uh-oh. Gotta hire a mercenary. That is pretty weird. That's right, you don't get vigor. I thought you get vigor from, That's right, you don't get vigor. Well. Then we're gonna do it the hard way. Does this have WASD movement? If you set it up that way, yes. You can use a controller too. I'm gonna die here. Oh, it didn't die. Yo, can you heal a little faster? What the fuck? PoE 2 does, just not PoE 1. Sprint button. Yep. Was disabled. Too strong, I guess. Too powerful. The guy who followed me 3 days ago, I guess either had a hacked account or was doing something, but he deleted his account entirely. Really, really strange to me. Probably. Or somebody made an account just for the jazz. That's a lot of effort. Yeah. Probably happens more often than I think for starting out streamers. I thought about doing something like that. I couldn't morally put myself around that headspace. So no, I appreciate it. Boom, ba-na-na-na-na-na. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Da-na-ba-na-ba-na. Ba-ba-ba-na-ba-na-ba. Why am I on the biggest rocky waste map in existence? Literally no map bigger than this one. Oh, who the fuck this trade is? That's probably that one time where I had like suddenly 9 or 10 viewers. I went from like 2 to 10 back to 2. Some spammer probably emailing me and I didn't get it, saying something like, "Oh yeah, we can do that for you and much more. All you have to do is pay me money." Like, bro. Not how you develop a positive gamer hub for people. Positive gamer space. Oh, just straight up left. Damn. He was like, "I got shit to do. I'm out." Honestly, if I were to guess, that's probably what it is. Fortunately. No, I appreciate it. I mean, there's people that typically follow me that are like that, and then there's people that are not. So I get it, you know. When I had people watch me when I played MapleStory 2, like that was a big deal to them. 30, 40, 50 people. Oh yeah, no, I had a lot of people watching Maple Story 2. Like that, it was no joke. And I mean, I was doing stuff for free as well for them. Like I was doing runs that and carrying runs that people couldn't do because I was just like trying to help out the community. So in Maple Story 2, there is... Yeah, so in Maple Story 2, in Korea, Maple Story 2 still exists. They translated Maple Story 2 and brought it into the US to some capacity. There's a lot of expansions on Maple Story 2 in Korea. But in the United States, there were none. And so you would play through the game in its entirety, and then you would have dungeons that you would do. And you basically had daily dungeons, and you would do these to accumulate gear, you know? Pretty easy stuff. Pretty common, like almost like a World of Warcraft type of principle, you know? Well, the problem is that number one, there were way too many hidden mechanics that they didn't tell you about that you ultimately had to have been grinding on day one, or you were ultimately behind. Good example of that. These gem chests had a 50% chance to fail. And you could upgrade these gems up to 5 times. And they had a very, very high chance to fail once you got to level like 3 or 4. But in order to do the hardest content in the game, you needed your gems to be level 5. Well, nobody tells you that. There's no information anywhere that tells you that. So instead of Maple Story being forgiving about this issue, these gem chests are time gated. So these gem chests are once a week time gated items that you can purchase in town in Kerning City. And if you didn't buy them from week 1, and let's say it's week 4, well, now you're down 3 chests. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. It was a lot. And then it gets worse. Like, in order for you to upgrade your weapon, you needed duplicates of your main hand weapon. Well, you automatically got main hand duplicates when you did dungeons, but they were dailies. So you would again do these dailies over and over and over again in order to get your main hand swords and keep combining them until you get them up to a certain percentage. Every time you combine your weapon, you got 1%. And so I combined all of my weapons I combined my weapon to 51%. But a lot of people waited until 75 or even farther than that, because if you failed, then you had to redo the whole thing all over again. So you level, and that's to get your weapon plus 16. And you had to do the same thing all over again with a new weapon once you achieved what you achieved and got to that point. So like, it was just this crazy meticulous amount of grinding. And then it got even worse. So pets were in the game, and nobody really paid attention to them at all. Nobody really had any clue what they were about, other than that they were just available, and they seemed to give you stats. Well, what they didn't tell you is that the level of the pet mattered, and the rarity of the pet mattered, and the amount of damage that your pet adds is 60% of its total damage. So like, it was a significant requirement for any dungeon to have a max level pet with a max rarity. Now, how do you get that max rarity? You have to grind. You have to look for it. How do you get capture stones? You need mesos. How do you get mesos? Two options. You either grind your ass off and hope that you have enough mesos, or you spend real money, no joke, real money to fish in the game, and by fishing, you get currency. Because it sells for items and you find items. Now, they eliminated getting equipment from fishing because they felt that it was going to be too much, too good. So not only did they nerf fishing, but they made it explicitly really only viable to fish for money, basically. So all of these crazy grinding components over and over and over and over and over again. And like, I'd stream the whole night with my character automatically fishing, because there was an auto fishing mechanic that you paid for, and you got to auto fish. So, like, yeah. So you fish for like 16, 18 hours. So you stream for 16, 18 hours, run the auto fishing, and then go from there. Answer questions once you get back. It was nuts. It was really some of the craziest streaming I've ever done. And people would be there, and people would like jump on my stream and like fish next to me and shit like that. It was just so crazy. The community was cool, but like, man, it was just absolutely awful to do anything in that game. As far as continuing to progress. RNG was so deep. Like, at least with Ragnarok Online, you're like very aware, like if you have to boss in Ragnarok Online, you want to do well with that, you need to get cards. Cards have a drop rate of like 0.01%. So you had to do what you had to do, but that's what you had to do, and you knew that that was available to you. But yeah. What'd you do once the game died? So once the game died, I thought about streaming something else. I started streaming POE, but like I hadn't received any near amount of viewers as I once had. And yeah, people were pissed off that it died. That's why I'm like cautiously optimistic about the new MapleStory Classic world, because like they absolutely butchered MapleStory 2 by bringing it into the US. And their Korean version is doing great and thriving because all of the nasty monetary bullshit that they did in the US version, they didn't do in the Korean version. They didn't pull those same stunts. And you can still play it today if you have a VPN. Yep, you can. And there are some streamers that did that, but then some streamers just moved on to other popular Japanese games and stuff like that, so other Korean MMOs. But I didn't do that because I can't read Korean. There's only so much that I could do. And if they find out that you're not Korean playing the game, they just kick you. Like, they don't give you a hand wave. They don't care. They just kick you. Let's explore this whole fucking place, and it was right here. Yeah, we'll see. You know, I don't want to be a flavor of the week streamer, but I want to play games that I enjoy, you know? And you stick around because you like my attitude and you like the content that I put out. It's really what I care more about. And I know it's almost all going to be kind of meaningless anyway soon because again, I'm going to be like really pouring my heart and soul into building a game. So I'm going to be very busy doing that. And doing it on stream. So but I'll probably set up the chat bot after that so you can hit exclamation mark and see all the information about the game and stuff like that.
I've heard it. Hello.
Hey, Tay. The board game is popular, the stream probably will as well. Yeah, I mean, totally. Especially I'm like the sole designer of it, you know? So it's like game gets popular, people want to give their advice about the game, so there'll be chats about that and stuff like that. So it'll be cool. Designer streams. Taylor had a long day today. We both had very long days. I don't know, I see that they're in sync on my end, but I don't know. I really kind of want to be level 20 by the time I get out of here, I think. That's what the basic requirements are. Yeah, jokingly with my blood pressure medication and my antibiotics telling me that I should stay out of the sun, I can probably sunbathe and get a suntan in like 6 seconds. I'm the most sensitive man on the planet right now. What do you mean? I gotta see how fast I can get a suntan. At this point, it's like a science experiment, you know? May as well. A little sunbathing never killed anybody, right? I don't even know how long the antibiotics are for. I just like took one, and they're horse pills. They're like gigantic. Oh, what a week. Falling apart. My left knee is bothering me. I couldn't get any sleep because of this whole infection. Bro, there's way too many skeletons. What the fuck is going on here? That was crazy. 5 people reviving them. No, it starts with a D. Oh, I got up to look at it before. Hold on. I heal? Heal. Oh, let me look. Hold on. It's called doxycycline hyclate, 100 milligram tablet. It's 1 week of pills. Dogmentin. Yeah. Dogmentin. Doc said it was good for people with skin issues. That's I don't typically have skin issues, but that's what this particular situation is. Should tell my boss I'm working from home a couple days again. Maybe. We'll see. I'm just tired of being sick, you know what I mean? Like... yeah. I'm just tired of being sick. I had pneumonia. I took medication in December. Then I think I had pneumonia again, or the same pneumonia. I took medication. I just like keep delaying working out because if I work out while I'm sick, it's going to be a really bad experience for me. But it's like now I haven't worked out in fucking 2 months because I've been sick for 2 months, you know? And if, like, you didn't know me personally, you would have had no idea. Like, I went and cooked in Maryland. I went and did all this crazy shit. And if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't have had any idea I was suffering from being sick the whole time. But yeah, it is. It's demoralizing because I know I could lose 5 to 8 pounds a month. And I'm just like slogging through because I feel like shit. That's all, just venting. But actually, ironically enough, I just took blood a blood test to go ahead and basically be on Ozempic again. But I'd likely be on the Wagobi pill. It's cheaper. Honestly, I don't even need it. It just helps me regulate, but like I've broken the cycle already of my food addiction. So like I've been like completely maintaining my caloric intake for the last 2-3 months without any issue whatsoever, and just eating what I want, just at a normal level of eating. I just have to add exercise to the mix and I'll start losing weight. It's really all it takes. Typically cardio. But I'm gonna also include lifting as well. I have an app that helps me with that, so. Okay, so based on the runes, it's either going to be bottom right or bottom left. Let's go bottom left first. Yeah, no worries. I'm actually getting pretty tired, but we're gonna see. Maybe we finish Act 2. All the gold in the world. They are killing them pretty slow. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Oh no, our prediction was wrong. We're not getting any rares either. Oh, come the fuck on, dude. This game can suck my fucking nuts.
Good day.
Good day.
It's a 4-way Arcane Sanctuary. Like, it's just really fucking annoying to have to full clear Arcane Sanctuary. I don't know what those lag spikes are either. That's gonna kill me one day. And I have all these, like, I have all these runes, and I can make all these rune words, but, like, I don't have any socketed gear to do it. Like, nothing is dropping for me to make the things. Like, I have Taleth for 2 socketed body armor, but I don't have the 2 socketed body armor to make stealth. Game is annoying sometimes, you know? Did the portal just in case, because who the fuck knows? Yeah, it feels like that, doesn't it? Feels like ruthless.
I feel no. How may I help you?
Hello.
Okay. Got to level up again, too. That's true. I still get loot on Ruthless, so there's got to be a tougher difficulty than that. For me. Maybe a Carnage mode or something. That looks like it. Vitality. No, I mean, maybe you can get more than 3 demons. I mean, maybe it's one of those things where, like, the soft points or hard points, it doesn't matter. I don't know. We'll have to see. I like how that shithead can revive any single undead minion. And they all happen to be... And this fucking asshole, too. Like, you're reviving people behind the fucking door. And douchebag. Again, kind of picked my poison here because, I mean... Goatman. It's Friday the 13th. That's right. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, I think. I know everybody has a special Valentine. Just for such an occasion. Oh, look, there's 3 cocksuckers reviving him again. What a surprise. 4 cocksuckers. Is there a 5th? There is a 5th, of course. Why can't I get through this section while I kill everything in front of me? And everything just suddenly gets revived again and gives me no experience whatsoever for killing everything. Gee, I wonder. You're right. Why am I freezing, dude? Oh, we almost explored this entire area too, so that's cool. Hit the button, please. Stop freezing. For no fucking reason. My computer's warm, too. Probably this graphic alone. Look at all these rare items that I haven't seen this many rare items since forever. To use the tax return. So I really want to save at least $6 before, I want to have $6 in my bank account for just in case fund and for my move and everything. So.
Destruction will not elude me forever.
So probably will not be necessarily psychic ward. You're gonna have to take me to a psych ward by the time I'm done with this fucking game.
Read it, Karen. My ship is your ship.
Greetings. Welcome to
Welcome to Shitty Crossed.
Good day.
There we go. We got some magic find. We're cooking.
Hi.
Yeah, it's pretty much the worst. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it here. I'm getting pretty tired. And again, I've been up since 4 in the morning. So, I'm gonna take it easy. More tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Alright, I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you, Maggie. Peace out.